Welcome back to the Extra Evident. And a few days ago, Bed Wars updated to Season 3, and I've played like a couple hours of it on a stream, so now, therefore, I am qualified to give my opinion on it. And overall, I don't know if it's just because I'm not feeling the Bed Wars or feeling Hive, or, I'm just not in the mood, but I think it's okay, I do like the direction, or like the idea that Hive seems to be going in, where they're just gonna add stupidly broken stuff that's like goofy and ruins every Sweats experience. But I hope they lean into that a little more, because I think the best thing about this update is these wings. I don't know if they pop up. The wings are awesome. They're just a fun idea. I think the spear is fun too, and the turrets are back. That's something, at the very least. But yeah, I think the wings are easily the highlight. The spear is fun, but overall it's a little underwhelming, I can't lie. Like, there's only one new map for every game mode, and the new game mode they added for this season is Megas, which isn't really that crazy. I don't really like Megas. I think Megas is just where like the Sweats go, and so maybe it's good they added it. I don't really know, but I'm not really a big fan of Mega. But yeah, this new season has, like I've kind of said, like, it has two things that I really like, or a few things that I really like, and a few things that I really don't like. As I've kind of hinted at, I really like the wings. I really like the maps, as dumb and weird as their names are. I think they look pretty good. The Hive builders always cook, we know this. And I like the spear, kind of. I don't know. I haven't really used it or like gone up against it very much, so I don't really know. But I don't like Megas, and I don't like the potions. They gotta nerf this pretty soon here. I'm not gonna unlock the potion table, because that's just kind of a stupid waste of my resources right now, but they added a potion. They added a regen potion this season, and it is the most busted item in the game late game. If you're in one of those situations where the game's been going for like a pretty long time, and you have so many diamonds that you don't need, like, you don't know what to do with them, I think one regen potion is like 6 diamonds. I don't remember, but it's like nothing. And it's better than a gapple. And it's like way, I don't know. I think it's cheaper late game. Because late game, you're typically using gold for like arrows. Or at least I am, or I'm using gold on other things. Diamonds still to this day don't really have that many uses except the potions. And of course, this kid's cheating. This is just, that's just the Hive. That just happens. But yeah, the regen pots are OP. I'm gonna lose the game here because this guy's cheating, but, that's just the server for you. That's just, I could fix the server's hacker problem, and they could too. They just want to appeal to the 0.1% of losers on this server, bro. I just want all of you to know that there would be probably a crazy less amount of hackers if Hive didn't support ridiculously old versions of this game, okay? I'm gonna go on a rant, alright? The Hive still supports like 1.20 or something. I swear to God, I think they do. Because there's like legitimately like 16 people who probably cheat and are Sweats that are like, meh! Why do they always, I can't downgrade. Like, they just get mad about it, pretty much. Like, dude, Hive, just, like, support, like, the 5 latest versions. If someone's not playing on that, then they can cry. You know what I mean? Because, like, that's why there's so many cheaters, because I swear, like, half these clients can't update as fast as Minecraft goes, but for some reason, Hive still supports it. Like, I genuinely think we need to have a movement. Like, who cares what the Sweats think, right? You want to play on an old version? Cry me a river. Go play Lifeboat or something. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to play this dumb server, you're going to have to play on the newest version. I think that should be a thing. I don't know why they care at all. Legitimately. I don't know why the Hive cares to support really old versions of the game. It can't be worth it at all for them. They probably lose about 7 players if they update. But anyway, that's my mini rant. That's, I guess that's another thing that sucks about Bed Wars is that there's cheaters, but that's more the server. And I feel crazy sometimes, guys. I feel crazy when I suggest the obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think that being a solution to cheaters would be obvious, but clearly that's not a thing. Who needs to support 1.19.4 or whatever it is? Does anyone really play that? Is this really a concern for people? It can't be. But anyway, I do like the season. It's just like kind of mid. It's like, okay, it's not going to get me back into Bed Wars, essentially, is kind of the takeaway here. I haven't played Bed Wars seriously in a really long time, and this new season did nothing for me to get back into it at all. They added like 3 items and 3 maps, and that's about it. So, I hate to be that guy, because I know it's like difficult to release new things, but I think they should at least like try to make like, more if they're gonna do new seasons. I don't know. They should go full Fortnite mode. Like, Fortnite, like, the entire pace and feel of the game changes every season. It's insane. And I feel like they do have the ability to do that with items, but it is still kind of the same game. Like, I'm still playing this the same. And assuming there isn't a cheater in the lobby, I will win most of the time. But yeah, this is like one of those things where I don't really care for it, but if you do, I understand why. You're probably, you know, I think the people that love this, like, already liked Bed Wars or already love Hive PvP or whatever, but I personally am not in that mindset at the moment, so I'm not really there. I just played RL Craft and witnessed what true greatness looks like. And then we have to go to Hive Bedwars. What a culture shock, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna try to buy full diamond armor. I am actually pretty close, to be fair. We're just gonna hope no one rushes me in this time. But yeah, I think this is the thing I'm noticing with like a lot of the new seasons. Like, I don't think I'm gonna buy, I don't know, like I feel like a lot of the items, maybe the wings will become a meta thing. Like, maybe people will want the wings, actually. But I think besides the wings, like, none of the new things are really going to get used all that much. And I think that's pretty common with the Hives updates. The Hive, whenever they add new things, they usually don't get used. Like, I feel like there's a lot of room for them to add things that would become the meta for that season and then remove them the next season. If I was working on it, that's kind of how I would approach things, to be honest. But I'm not working on it, and I shouldn't be working on it because I can't do anything. Okay, I can't code, nothing. Yeah, let me know. What do you think? Do you like the new Bed Wars season? Are you loving it? I know one fella who's loving it, and his name's Ponty Boy, because now he doesn't have to name his stream titles the saddest things ever, okay? This guy would play, like, the most random texture pack and call it, like, I played my mom's favorite texture. Like, he was desperate for stream titles here. Oh, also, that is I kind of hate that pressing space twice double jumps with the wings. Like, it actually makes perfect sense, but I never hold down the space bar for some reason. Like, I've just learned to not do that. So whenever I use these things, I like accidentally use the double jump half the time. It's like a little annoying. Oh, also, I think the wind charge is pretty much a useless item now. I don't really know why you'd want to use that. Like, it's actually so dumb. Why would you want a wind charge over the wings? The wings legit have like 11 uses or something. One wind charge is like 48 iron. What is the point in buying that? I guess you can use it on other people, but you can just use a bow and arrow, bro. Like, it's actually the most garbage, useless item in the game now. I thought they would remove wind charges once they added the wings, but they didn't. I think the only thing, though, that does make the wings, like, not completely irrelevant is the fact that they're the equivalent of an iron chest plate. I think that actually does add to them, like, being usable, because instead of a chest plate, some people might just put the wings and have an extra little thing. I just double jumped there. Hello? Did you see that? I don't think that should be allowed. Oh, this idiot has the spear. See, is this thing really that good? People in my stream were, like, glazing this spear as if it was, like, you know, amazing. Bro just missed, so GG, I think. Yay! Well, that was an awesome game of the new Bed Wars Season 3. I would play Bed Wars Mega, but I don't want to do that. I also, why did they keep this in the game? I hate to be that guy, but like, why? Like, what was the point? Were there people, like, that genuinely wanted to keep Bed Wars Manor? I don't know, I'm not really, like, in tune with the community here, but, like, was that a beloved game mode, Bed Wars Manor? I didn't really care for it all that much, but, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they always miss opportunities. Like, I feel like they could have added so many more items. I feel like this little thing right here could have been an item. A little Thor's hammer or something? I don't know. Or I feel like there could have been, like, cooler maps. Like, it feels like a lot of the maps have nothing to do with Norse None of the maps have nothing to do with Norse mythology. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say, but I don't know anything about Norse mythology, but I think of, like, big old boats and, like, big old cool-looking stuff. Most of the maps just look like they could be literally anything else. Like, it didn't even look like they were seasonal specific. But, yeah, one last thing before I end the video. I thought instead of Mega, I know people probably, for some weird reason, wanted Bed Wars Mega back. Dude, they could have done, like, blockless Bed Wars. Would that not have been awesome? They could have done Bed Wars, but no one gets blocks, and you only get the dumb wings. That would have been sweet. dude. It would have been chaos. Just like build like 2 maps for it. All the islands are close together and only people can jump from island to island. I think that would have been fun. It would have been pure chaos. You probably would have to put a defense on the bed, kind of like Manor, but I think that's actually a fun idea. Just like they should experiment with stuff like that, because I think like the goofier games are, the less sweaty they are and the more fun they are. But yeah, anyway, those are my thoughts on Bed Wars Season 3. Let me know. Are you loving life right now? Are you absolutely elated with the new Bed Wars season? Me personally, my life has not changed, but if your life has changed... Oh, one more thing too. If your life has changed, that's great, but this might change my life. There's ice in the hub. This might genuinely be the best thing about this update. There is ice in the hub, and it's not even December yet. I can now rot my brain in Discord calls with people. This is the best thing ever. But yeah, anyway, that's the video. See you next week. Goodbye.